liberal and accepting city of Seattle, Washington, I never thought I would have anything to say about the GLBT movement. I never considered being an ally because everyone's an ally. I mean, live and let live. It's kind of our thing. The community was flexible. We had our gay-straight alliance and our teacher who was living with AIDS, and everyone loved him and supported him. He had a purpose. And I'm not really sure I recall when I found out what gay meant. People simply love people. I mean, boys could like boys and girls could like girls and any combination of the two, I suppose. Because you see, when I was 7, I was molested, but by a female babysitter. I didn't really know what to make of it at the time. She described these encounters as a game. We were simply playing house. But I never wondered if this made me gay. I just forced the experiences out of my mind and never thought of them again until high school, when I was raped by a teammate from my track team. It didn't make me wonder if I was straight. It just left me confused. Many people are quick to say that you might turn gay because you've been molested or experienced abuse or something traumatic happened in a young age. But where did this leave me? I was 18, and I couldn't wrap my brain around this or what they meant. I mean, really? What does a 7-year-old have to offer? It made sense, more so, for a male to want his way with a female, and we were drinking, so I assumed it was my fault at some level, and there were really only 2 weeks left of the summer, so all I wanted to do was forget, but each day was remembering experiences. It couldn't pass quickly enough. I just wanted to leave home far, far behind, because I was going to college where I could be the epitome of a Southern belle, not damaged, broken, or dirty. My parents are Greek, we're country club members, we're well off, established, educated, and important within our home community. But I was off to a large SEC school to be the same, but better. If I was going to be a sorority girl, I was going to be a Southern sorority girl with big hair, perfect curls, manners, beautiful clothes, and simply perfect. No one would or could ever know that I was damaged. How would my sorority sisters take this news of having a sister who was molested by a woman? Would they assume I was gay? What if they knew about the boy? Would they think I was bi or straight? Would they just know that I was dirty and broken and damaged and in no way as good as them? There were so many secrets to be kept and hidden behind perfectly manicured nails, blown out hair, designer clothes, expensive cars, foreign trips. And all I did was get more involved with my sorority sisters, my Southern lifestyle, which landed me at church. I kept asking God, if you're so real, how did all of these things happen to me? What did they mean? How could you love me if you let these things happen? After searching and examining for months, I found God, but this turned the rest of my Seattle world upside down. In the coming years, I stepped into the role of sorority chaplain, small group leader, worship leader, and a vital part of a mega Christian ministry, a giant college ministry that doesn't believe in homosexuality. I found myself in this culture that views sexuality as a choice to deviate from biblical standards. I had a very hard time navigating this. I hid my story, but most embarrassingly, I hid my friends. I had many gay men in my life. Well, I still do have many gay men in my life, but spending time with them was never mentioned. Their orientation kept quiet. I can't disturb the status quo. I didn't attend or participate in a single GLBT event until the last semester of my graduate school career. In the spring of 2009, I spent the semester researching the gay male undergraduate experience in my alma mater, and these stories absolutely terrified me. The words hurled in their direction, the fear that was in every fiber of their being, the mistreatment and abuse these students went through was completely unfathomable to me, the white sorority girl. But here I was, faced with this dilemma. How do I reconcile my deep, unwavering Christian faith, but my love and support for this community and my friends? My fellow researchers and I wanted to publish our work, but all I could think about was, I'll never be able to get a job at a Christian university if I publish this article about gay students. What would be my consequence for publishing something so wildly liberal? I didn't want to suffer consequence or discomfort, but I knew I could not stay silent. In college and in graduate school, I had many gay men come out to me, and one of them said, "I didn't tell you sooner because I didn't know how you'd respond." The first words out of my mouth were, "If you're happy, I'm happy. I love you, period." I thought that if someone, thinking I would change my actions, attitude, or love towards them, made me disappointed in who I was, because that meant that clearly I missed the boat on the whole love your neighbor as yourself thing. It was then that I chose to make a conscious decision to be an ally. I left Tennessee and took my job here at Texas A&M, and I'd never envisioned becoming involved with Aggie Allies or the Resource Center, but now it is absolutely one of the most important things in my life. I met Lowell and other community members within the first week or two of being here in College Station, and let me say, the first dining out experience for this sorority girl was a little much. Then I went to Halo, and I started meeting a couple more people, and then all of a sudden, my friend group was largely GLBT. So I got the Facebook invite for the Day of Silence, and we were invited to wear these t-shirts that say gay, fine by me, and I knew I had to participate. I got my shirt, and I went over, and I got my green shirt, and I'm so excited to wear it. We were gonna wear it the next day, Friday. Got permission to wear a t-shirt to work, so excited. But I forgot that I had planned this off-campus lunch date with a friend of mine. My friend Mo is shorter, about 5'2", athletic, black woman. Didn't think anything of it, and we're wearing our shirts, and we head out to lunch. And we went to a small sandwich shop, generally frequented by older folks, and on occasion, the Red Hat Society. We were both wearing our gay, fine by me shirts, and thought nothing of it. We walked in, and all of a sudden, I felt every eye on me. It was like a movie, you know, the moment, the hush on the crowd, every eye burning into my skin, people blatantly staring, making comments, clearly thought I was deaf, and clearly thought Mo and I were together, and not just lesbian, interracial. I know, right? Terrible. Absolutely tragic. Through the entire lunch, I was anxious. I mean, what were they thinking? What were they saying? Muttering under their breath. They didn't know me. But I got back to campus, and I finished out the workday. And as soon as I got to the door of my apartment, I peeled off my t-shirt. I could not get rid of the discomfort, the disapproving eyes and glances and comments fast enough. But that is the moment that it hit me. I can take off a shirt and go back to my normal Christian Republican life. My friends, students, and other GLBT community members don't get to take off a shirt and change their reality. The day of discomfort that I had was just that. It was one day, and not even a full 24 hours. The day solidified my commitment to being a vocal and public ally. The gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, or otherwise different friends in our community do not have the luxury of a break. They have to hide, lie, pass, or deal with consequences. And this is the reason I am committed to change. I am Texas A&M. I am a mirror of most of our students, but I have a unique understanding and privilege to speak to those like me and explain that accepting others, loving all, doesn't diminish their faith, their Christian ideals, or their conservative perspective. I'm still the white girl from a well-off family. I still vote Republican. I'm still a Southern sorority girl, and I'm a member of a mega Christian church here in town. But most importantly, I am an ally, committed to change, progress, and loving, always.